Are you repelling premium clients from your business? Here's how you know. So I have spent the last few years basically obsessing about what it takes to actually attract premium clients. And after working with literally hundreds of clients across multiple niches, I feel pretty confident in understanding and recognizing the clues that can tell you right now if you're actually repelling premium clients through your own content. But first, before we dive into what these clues are and what to look out for and what to know, I want to talk about what a premium client actually is, because to me, a premium client is something different than what that might mean to you. So to me, a premium client is somebody who is an A player, a champion, somebody who is resourceful, who's an action taker, a person that is literally obsessed with their vision, with their desires, with the things that they really want to have in their life, whether it's in their relationships, in their business, in their careers, in their spirituality, personal development, in their health, whatever that may be, right? So these are people that I believe value time way more than they value money, meaning they will rather take less time to be able to solve that problem as fast as they possibly can, if that makes sense, right? So these are the types of people that make things work, and they do what it takes to make things happen for them as fast as they can, right? So that being said, how do you know if you're actually repelling them? And I believe that it's actually quite simple to really be able to recognize what those clues are. Again, after so many years of experience with working with so many people in so many industries around the coaching, consulting, expert base, you know what I mean? There are certain clues that have come up, even from my business, specifically from the beginning of it, the first few years, right? So these are the most common clues that you'll be able to look at that will tell you, okay, there's certainly something going on right here. The first thing that I would say is that you are good at getting sales calls, strategy calls, sessions, whatever you're calling them, right? You're good at getting those calls booked, but you're getting a lot of people no show or cancel often, right? So that means, obviously it's never going to be 100% perfect. Things might very well happen to people and they might not show up for whatever reason. But if you are finding yourself all the time, having calls booked and people canceling them or no showing them and not responding to your message, that is a pretty clear sign that you're actually repelling premium clients and speaking to the wrong people, right? Because what I find to be true is that even when you are talking to a premium client and they have something come up, they tend to send you a message and apologize profusely, because these are people, like I said before, that value time above everything and anything else. So they're going to value your time as well, essentially, is what I'm saying, right? So that's the first thing that I see happening very often. The second clue is that you're talking to people who are ready to enroll. They're like, yes, I love your program. This is perfect for me. And then the moment that you tell them the price, they are like, oh, completely blindsided and feel like it's way more expensive than they expected, like far beyond what they could ever imagine. And like, there's no way that they could ever afford it. And we'll talk about why this happens in just a second, right? So that's another clue that you're actually repelling premium clients. Again, we're thinking about the majority of the sales conversations that you're having. Another thing is that if it takes you hours upon hours upon hours to make a sale, and you're like, you're going through every single objection handling strategy in the world and making them see the big picture and using the come to Jesus moment and like really going through your entire sales script, like all of your objections to get people to buy, because they're in so much fear and they're like, I'm so scared about investing, or I don't know, or whatever, you're definitely talking to, or you're not talking to premium buyers, if that's actually the thing, right? The other thing is that if the only way you can get people to enroll and to make a decision, if you're using fast action bonuses or some sort of urgency, that's also a big clue that you're repelling premium buyers. And the last thing is that if the clients that you're actually working, like the people that enroll and start working with you right now, require a lot of hand holding, like not normal, like a lot of hand holding, and they aren't resourceful and they're asking questions that are sometimes feel like a waste of time, like something that they could easily Google or figure it out on their own, those are all very clear signs that you're actually repelling premium clients. Now, Again, it doesn't mean that every single sales call you have is going to be perfect with perfect fits when you shift your message, right? But what it does mean is that you're going to see less and less and less of these things happen when and if you actually start upgrading your message, right? Because what I want you to understand is that for the most part, what attracts a person to you is going to be your message, your content, your website, the value that you're giving to the world, right? So somebody is going through all of these things and they're getting on that sales call with you and they're bringing in all of these objections and all of these fears and all of that. There's something in your content that is not really talking to them, if that makes sense, right? So we really want to make sure that we shift that. And there's very specific ways to be able to shift that so that you're able to attract and speak to the people who are ready, who won't be sticker shocked when you tell them the price, who will be like, okay, yes, this is what I need right now. Let me make it happen, right? So I actually talk about how to do that more effectively in a really in-depth training I created called The 3 Secrets to Attract More Ready to Invest Clients. You can actually find it right here in readytoinvestclients.com. And in that training, I actually really walk you through the pieces of this. Like, how do I actually bring this forward in my message? How do I make sure that I'm speaking to the ready to invest clients? How do I make sure that my content is attracting the right people? So go to readytoinvestclients.com. You're going to see great examples of that and all of that. That being said, let's continue with what we're talking about today. So what I want you to understand about premium clients is that they actually have an internal urgency already, right? Like, I was literally having a conversation with somebody yesterday that was telling me, Fabi, I have this need to get my message out into the world faster, right? Like, I know what I'm doing matters and I really need to get in front of more people, right? That is what a premium buyer feels like inside. Now, you might not be a business coach, but no matter what field you're in, these are the people who have made a decision and they're determined to solving it ASAP. That is the person that you want to talk to, right? Because what happens is that for the people that have that internal urgency, it means that they're not going to be ghosting you. They're not going to be disappearing on you. It's highly reduced. You don't need fast action bonuses. By the end of the call, they'll be like, okay, let's go. What's next? How do I get started, right? There's a different attitude. There's a different psychology and a different way of looking at things, because for premium clients, the payoff is worth way more than the payment. That means that while being a premium client, that doesn't make them automatically a multimillionaire. They're going to do whatever it takes to make it work. Like, I had a client that I worked with, I think maybe about 3 years ago. And, they hopped on a sales call with us and we told them the price of my group coaching program, Breakthrough Brand. And they were like, okay, awesome. They went on, they spent the whole month doing Instacart and came back, like, I don't think it was even 30 days later. And we're like, okay, we're ready, paid in full. Started the program, had amazing success, like incredible success, and literally just reached out to us about 2 weeks ago saying, okay, we're ready to have Fabi design and build our website for us because our business is growing and we want to take things to the next level. So it's just very interesting. I feel like that is what a premium client is. It's somebody who's like, all right, let's go. I know that this is what I need. Let's move forward. I'm in, right? That's what we want. And all of that really comes down to content, because you think about it, like somebody's scrolling through or going to your website or watching your webinar or reading your post or watching your videos, whatever that is. And they are, okay, great. They watch the thing. They go to the calendar, click on it, land on your calendar link, find the spot, fill out the form, book the call, and then they hop on the call and they're like, yeah, not ready. Not really interesting. Well, there's something in your content that's attracting those sorts of people, that is attracting the freebie seekers, or speaking to what I call the Ursulas, meaning like the poor unfortunate souls, the people that are so stuck in their problem, so much in victim mentality, they won't make an investment if like their life depended on it, right? So we need to learn how to stop talking to these people, to stop repelling premium clients, and how to actually attract them in by becoming magnetic, by upgrading our message, by really upgrading our marketing strategy so that we're able to bring in the type of people that are ready to go right now. So to give you an example of this, it's very subtle. It can be very subtle, right? A good example of this is saying things like, take back your power. Like when you're using a message that says, take back your power, people don't even realize that take back your power implies that somebody is powerless, right? If you don't have power, you're powerless. Who is more inclined to make an investment? Somebody who is completely powerless, or somebody who feels like they could grow their power or feel more powerful, right? So it's those little clues that you're using in your messaging, your content, and you're not even realizing and recognizing that is actually doing the job of repelling clients. And then on top of that, there needs to be a lot of depth into the content that you are creating and put it out there. That's why we offer the free 15-minute brand message session. And on that message, what we do is we look at your message. We look at what you're doing, what your content is creating, and we tell you, hey, my friend, this thing that you wrote here is actually repelling premium clients. This thing that you're saying here is actually pushing premium clients away. This is what you need to be saying instead. So we give you very specific personalized feedback so that you're able to really make a big, big difference with the work that you're doing. And you want to do that at brandmessagesession.com. So all of that to say, I hope that this is helpful. Let me know in the comments if you're experiencing any of these issues at all, and which are the most common objections that you're getting. And I'll let you know if that's a messaging problem or a sales problem. So one of the things that I want you to know is that from time to time, I choose a random comment to give away one of my self-study courses. So comment below to get rewarded. Let me know what you want me to cover in the next episode as well. And remember to follow me everywhere as Fabi Paolini. I hope that this is helpful, and I'll see you next time. Ciao, mi gente.